Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Mimi and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Mimi's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny correction and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give the tiny little correction that I spoke of earlier, and that is a little tug and release on her martingale collar, which she will be coming home with, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate is probably the hardest exercise to demonstrate indoors, and that's heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and because she doesn't really understand what we're doing or why we're doing it in the house, it's probably not going to look as pretty as it could. But it's proper leash walking where her shoulders don't pass your left leg when walking, and incorporated into that exercise is an automatic sit, and the command is Mimi heel. Now heeling, when Brandy said Mimi heel, she got up and walked along nicely beside Brandy, and each time that Brandy stops walking, Mimi has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So you can see how this would transfer into your outdoor walks. When the weather breaks and you're taking her out for exercise, she should be walking next to you nicely. If you stop to cross the street or talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting nicely and waiting for her next command. So this is your heel command. And you can see that her tail is up and wagging, that she enjoys doing her lessons, that she's very focused on Brandy, that her eye contact is very good. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You're going to lengthen out the time that she is able to hold it from about 30 seconds working up to 3 minutes. So when Brandy returned back to her, she walked counterclockwise all the way around her back to heel position.
Good job. Come on.
And Mimi held that sit stay until Brandy gave her the next command.
Stay.
She leaves her in another sit stay, walks out to the end of the leash and turns to face her. So these are things that you can, if necessary, practice indoors.
Mimi, come.
This time Brandy's demonstrating the come on command. She squats down to make it very inviting for Mimi to come in, and she even uses a little bit of a treat to encourage her. And Mimi's very treat motivated. So you could teach her almost anything if there's a treat involved.
Stay. Good girl. Good girl.
Brandy leaves her in another sit stay, and she is a dog that responds very well to positive reinforcement.
Mimi, come. Mimi, come. Good girl.
Sit. She should come and sit, not come and jump on you, so Brandy encourages her to sit.
Mimi, heel. Yes, you know. Good girl, you know. Good girl.
This is emergency management conditions because we can't work outside right now. The snowdrifts are higher than Mimi. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So always have her seated first. You take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay.
Stay.
When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around her, again stopping at her shoulders, praising her for a good job. She heels her right out of that, and we'll demonstrate that again for you. This is the down from a heel position. So seated first, left open palm, straight down toward the ground, one-word command to down and stay. And you're going to lengthen this exercise out to 3 minutes. So you're going to go from about 30 to 45 seconds to 5 minutes with the down. 3 minutes with the sit, 5 minutes with the down.
Come and sit. Good girl.
She brings her right in and has her sit.
Good job. Good job.
She praises her for a good job.
Good girl. Good girl.
And the very last exercise we're going to itch. The very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So with her seated at your left, you leave her in a sit stay. This is the only time that you use your right hand to give the command.
Stay.
And you tell her to down and stay. So we have demonstrated for you the heel, the automatic sit, the sit stay, the come, the down from a heel position, the down from a distance. These are all of the new formal obedience commands that Mimi has learned while she's been here at school. She's going to get her tubby and get lots of bubbles and have a nice bath and nails done, and we will see you tomorrow. We want to thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.